What's up, Hippo lovers? TTL Grand Finals. Hera against the Viper, the dream final that we were all hoping for. We have DauT still in the tournament game. He will join the cast a bit later. And we see Humans as the Civ choice here by Hera, which is quite surprising to me. Typically a civilization that he banned quite a bit. Bohemians against this by the Viper, and Humans obviously can build the extra town center, so really good economy here if they are going for that one. Bohemians by far the better civilization if we get to our ideal army compositions there in the late game. And two villagers on wood here, indicating the early town center. And big question mark, how is Viper trying to play against it? And there are options with the castle age push. There are options with maybe trying to ignore the boom, just accept that you're behind in economy, try to build a defensive castle and try to stall it into the late game. Because Humans, they really struggle against Hufniche halberdiers on the short distance way. And the big problem though with that strategy is your goals are really exposed, and if Hera would be playing a 2TC fast Imperial Age, he would be getting all the pressure at the front. Yeah, just don't tower rush and run the wrong way. Yeah, this is tougher in this tournament obviously, since this is a 3 villager start, right? You're referring to a tournament that had 9 villagers start and therefore scouting a bit later. And that's the big problem for Hera, for the Viper, who is now eating another hit. And very unlikely that we will see Viper running into the same problems. And as you saw, he's already scouting and knows exactly where Hera is, who plays a pop 19 approach here. And 1 villager on gold even. What? This is really surprising to me. Hera is playing a blind counter here. No villagers at the front. He's trying to play an archer defense from what it looks like. While Viper is just playing fast castle. Okay, hashtag mind games here, certainly. Hera's second town center will be delayed. The boom won't be as smooth. And I'm a bit surprised by this. Like, did he have any intel? Yeah, he saw the scout early. But that's kind of it. And Hera now sees the distance, builds the archer range. But the aggression from the Viper is not coming. He now clicked up to field age with pop 25, and this will not be what Hera is looking for. Gets the eco upgrade now before the town center. This is really weird. And typically Humans was a ban for Hera. Not giving Humans a lot of love, like most JL players. Feeling like the civilization is a bit too wonky, and it just feels like Hera was thinking that Viper would be going for a clear approach. Hera tried to outsmart it, and it did not work at all. As you can see, town center is solid 1.5 minutes later than it should be, and also with very few villagers being built. 4, typically you build it with 8. Now the 5th one coming. And Viper will be extremely happy with this approach. Like, he will be obviously having no idea that this is happening. But in 15 seconds, he can move out. And then get the confirmation. Wow, okay. You're really late on berries. And your farms? Maybe they won't even have horse color. Only 3 on food right now. Yeah. I think this is a great opening here for Hera, for the Viper, who will just go for the boom. Monastery most likely as well. Maybe try to get 2 relics would be the dream for the Viper. Let's see if he can. Oh, he didn't even scout any of those. So both outside his line of sight. Third one missed as well. And those at the top. Maybe he runs into this one. No, wants to get a good idea of Hera's approach here. Doesn't have an idea. Obviously, archer range out of position. And Hera with such a late extra town center. Viper's boom will be very, very competitive. And humans, they need this. They need the extra town center. They need the extra villages. Their military isn't crazy strong. Missing Bracer there. And missing the... basically the crucial upgrade. No units being reduced as well. Hi guys, where do you see how much buildings you have to pass to the next age on this overlay? I decided against that simply because it is really confusing, right? Everyone who is familiar with this game knows market and blacksmith will be enough. Archery range is not enough. And people that don't know about this criteria didn't really understand those. Typically, they were positioned over here, over the age. But I felt that this was not great. And took it off. I also decided against the resource there. I think it was really confusing for newcomers. And now we have 8 archers soon. And maybe something like the siege tower play? If Viper went for forward siege workshop with the sneaky will, which is obviously tricky with the scout, Viper would be in a really good spot. Now opens up the wall in the back. And has to be very happy with how peaceful this game is going. Find it useful if you are focused on one player, BO, and not the other. That's my task to constantly switch then. Humans also really struggling against the wagons, I believe. Extra town center for the Viper. 1, 2. And monastery more towards the front. Collected resources, pretty close. To be fair, especially when it comes to going up to him, often players forget a building and need to rush something. Yeah, shockingly often. Obviously, castle is the good indicator that they can rush it. Ooh, Viper, can you see this? That they can go to imp anyways. Barely missing that army. Oi. And Viper affords both castle age eco upgrades. Out of the lumber camp and the mill. Ooh. And also flies in with the speed upgrade for the villagers. So nice. And early upgrades to increase the efficiency. Hera farming a lot around his town centers. Positioning obviously not allowing him to get too many around this one. Wanted to have it adjacent to the stone. And typically, I think a Bohemian player should be more than 1,000 resources behind here. But Hera, just to focus. And we will take a look at worker efficiency. Should still be very reasonable for the Viper and should be pretty high. Right now only 9 on food. Should be constantly buying food, but that's not happening. Focuses way more on the monks and I think he just saw this army. No way those archers can do any damage. I think a single scorpion will already deny this. And it was heavy mind games by Hera, right? And if the Viper is going for a tower rush, Hera is in a crazy good spot against this. But that's not the choice. Viper even buying 100 food here instead of going for the scorpion. Oh, that's a quite ballsy move. Thinking, okay, he doesn't even need the scorpion. And Hera simply scouts the siege workshop and doesn't commit. Look at that defense, Viper. Such a minimal investment. And Hussite Wagon will be a really tricky unit for Hera to deal with if we get into that situation. Hera now on the way to Castle Age, but had to build all those farms without horse color. That's a solid 28 farms without horse color. 28 times 75. 225. 210? No, 2,100? 2,100 food lost? what, 2,100 food earlier. You need to replace. Something like that. Oh, that monk, that scout could be converted. Monk tries to get there. Conversion is still running. And yeah, Hera tries to run as far away as possible. Maybe tries to lure into the archers. And Viper just accepts. Okay, I will get a quick conversion on one archer. No, Viper runs now. Monk obviously a bit faster. Tries to get into this area close to the castle. And saves the monk. Most likely. Nice move. Hera sees it and deletes the scout here. And that siege workshop won't achieve anything. Mangonel Hussite wagon. You're not breaking that if you're the cumin player. Hera now 600 collected resources ahead. Very reasonable. Adds the third town center. Is he playing fast imp behind it? Adds the mangonel first, so that's a no for me right now. Almost even on villager number? Yeah, but that's what you have most of the time when humans reach castle age. So I'm not that surprised. It's more like that the resource collected are that close. Ooh, that will be tricky. This will be really tricky for Hera. Can't even upgrade those properly. And Viper, he sees everything. Sees the stable as well. Could maybe get a bit scared with that. Also sees the siege workshop. Now a mangonel. Viper should be able to out-micro this one though. Takes some hits. Tries to get into the minimum range of the mangonel. And we'll get that. The Hussite wagon doing really good damage against the scouts earlier. Mangonel, will it go down? Seems like lots of damage dealt against the Hussite wagon, but not enough. All of them will survive. Could now get to full HP again. And Terra goes for fourth town center. But Viper can't be too unhappy how this early game is going. I've not seen much of the later TTL games. Humans having a hard time and seeing Hussite wagons. Very confusing times. Well, yeah, humans simply like they're having a hard time because of the mind games at the start. That's the big factor. And now the aggression. And how is Hera reacting to this? Goes for light cav in a spot where we have 4 monks out on the field. Tries to intercept with those. Light cav shouldn't get too much done. Ground attack into no man's land. And monks still around. Dying to the worst unit in the game? I thought that was the Rumi Swordman. Villager conversion would be really nice for... Ooh, that was a big miss shot. Ooh, gets the conversion there. Really quick one against Light Cav. And now with the monks dying, Step Lancers or Knights would be the better units. Hussite wagon trying to micro back. Obviously take quite some time to reload here. But the damage output is reasonably strong. Viper now takes the pikeman. And pikeman, Hussite wagon apparently the play. Wagon speed for Viper? Really? He got Wagenbau tactics? I didn't even see that. Okay, that's just sick. Nice cleanup for Hera. Yeah, desperately needed. Villager count. Even Viper added the 4th town center himself. Relic count 1 for the Viper. Could maybe go for a second one. What did he scout? Sees the one at the top that he's trying to sneak. And also knows about those two. But couldn't really get the control of them. And here I think he should shift click it more towards the edge of the map. This is something that Hera could maybe see. Although not a lot of vision. It could easily be a light cav. If Hera sees it, tries to maybe gate this? What? Okay, that was weird. So Viper basically bringing the relics over there. Nice ground attack into the Hussite wagons. They're now going for the Mangonel, but 2 Mangonels. Apparently quite some nice damage. Less pikemen at the front. Castle not as forward as Viper wanted it to be. Archer still helping out against the pikemen. Nice job there. Mangonels continuing to do the damage. Archer number now completely reset though. And there was a lot of Hussite wagon going down. Viper will get the castle up though. And both players with heavy castle investment here. It just feels though we are going towards Imperial Age on kind of even footing. And this has to be way better for the Bohemian player. Distance already closed quite a bit as well. And as I said, like Halberdier, Siege, that's something where humans will struggle a lot against. Not having bombard cannons themselves. And look at that. Capture Age update. So now keeps those sold resources combined. As you can see, it's not 4 steps of 100. Viper sold 200 twice. Viper has not scouted the relic at the bottom here. And Viper goes for 3rd castle. And this looks really, really good for the Viper. Could be early bombard cannons. Remember, chemistry can be researched by Bohemians in Castle Age here. Hera now selling wood to worse price. Light Cav, don't even think they can engage there. Castle's coming up, but Viper obviously can build those traps so quickly out of 3 castles, while Hera only has 1. Early uptime. Bombard cannon could be added quite early as well. This will be a really tough task for Hera to hold this one, and nice positioning here with those Hussite wagons. I don't even think villagers really want to fight here. But apparently Hera thinks though will get some kills here. Viper actually not too few. Look at that, 8 villagers dying already. Most of the time Hera doing a good job of microing those low HP ones in. Chemistry clicked 5 seconds too late, and another castle. Oh, this is so tough, and so many farms will be lost here. So many farms will be lost. Now, work efficiency goes down for Hera as well. Hussite wagons are moving in. And Hera is going for the full stable approach. But against added pikemen that are doing more bonus damage, it's going to be a really tough task. We have only 7 in the queue, 7 on the field. None in the queue right now. Fletching for those castles. Hussite wagons, are they trying to squeeze through? Yes, they are. And they should find more kills against those villagers. Like, the extra projectile damage is something I don't really see working at all. Okay, now they're shooting a bit. Instant Siege Workshop, and Terra is in a world of pain here. Calls the GG, and Viper with a really smooth first game victory. It all came down to Hera going for the blind counter. Defensive archery range. He was convinced that Viper was going for a tower rush. And if we have a tower rush scenario, having the defensive archery range can go for the towers himself. And then you have archers in the tower against villagers in the tower. Your economy will always be better. You will have the extra town center. Could have been brilliant for him. But Viper didn't go for the tower rush. And therefore, Hera delayed with the second town center. Viper instantly with the 3 town centers got the the easy eco upgrade for him. Efficiency on the economy was brilliant, and then it was just very smooth for the Viper to play this one out here. And Hera has to give up game number 1 on the neutral map. GG well played to the Snake. Are these 2 the best players of all time? Not all time, but the 2 best players right now, yes. And I will also give you the draft. I have a video about the best players of all time. And DauT is number 2 there, and probably will stay number 2 for quite some time, I would think. Hera obviously climbed the ranks since I uploaded the video. A lot. Probably like 5 ranks, potentially. And we have Bohemians winning. Humans, one of the later picks. Taking the L there. And Viper has to be happy with how he is starting this set. We probably switched the scoreboard, right? So it's more intuitive for you guys. Canada, Norway, the Viper, Bab, Hera, 0, 1, and everything is switched. That makes more sense. Aren't those wagons considered a weak unit in 1v1? Not really. Not really. Actually, a lot of people asking for them to be nerfed right now. For example, Hera in the balance squad, yeah. Obviously, it's always tricky to compare people from different ages, right? Like, how good was a Coven compared to a Hera? It is simply very different, right? In absolute skill, Hera is so much better. But in absolute skill, your average 1300 would be world champion in 2001. So those people had to invent a lot of strategies. Like, there was no learning material and they figured out so much, and they were like the early brains, for example. Coven, Cap, KCAM, Halen, Grant. We could have a long list, right? And there are very few people that stood the test of time and are actively playing for 20 years. Probably only 2. Capoch and DauT. That have been top 20 years ago and are now. Grant was the worst out of those. Okay. Hera goes for Spiral next. We're expecting something like Lithuanians there, Japanese there, Persians there, Malians, Portuguese. Feels like the likely civs. And we are jumping into it. Game 2 here. Viper leading 2-1 in a very chilled game. No first game of the day effect. And the Viper picked Lithuanian civilization that we are considering to be really strong. We have 100 extra food at the start. Therefore can send the villagers onto wood earlier. And can get a nice and early dock out. Economy should be really crazy good. On the other side, Hera with possibly the worst possible spawn here, with the maximum distance to the berries. And that's why we don't see poles on this map, because there's such a crazy variance on this. Yeah, you can build a beautiful forward inside here, but then villagers are blocking each other, so you kind of have to build it out here. We have seen poles in the early testing days on this map, but I think it simply is a mistake to go for them. Or like, let's say not a mistake. It is the high variance approach to go for poles here. Yeah. Viper leading 2-1. What, my friend? You have to be really confused. Like, there's a scoreboard at the top. Oh, let's take a look here. Viper takes the hilt. Oh, and now he should get those. Oh, doesn't get them. Continues to take the fight. Hera tries to take the hill. No hill advantage. Hera got the hit off a bit earlier. Interesting. Staying ground. I said 2-1? Really? 1-2-0. Maybe I said. And yeah, Viper wins this fight. Yeah, maybe I misspoke. Happens to me. Uh-oh, Hera, 2 HP. Should get home, though. Distance between those scouts is really long. Distance to the town center. Not too many ways to block it. Oh, this is getting tight. Oh, this is getting tight. Every time you turn, the scout in the back comes a bit closer. Town center there. Viper dodging. Whew. Nice move by both of them. And equal split when it comes to the herdables. And Viper simply should have more resources collected because of the Lithuanian bonus, plus the 100 that he's starting with as well. And Poles could struggle quite a bit. The big question mark, though, is what are army compositions going to look like? I think if we get to Mass Knights, Lithuanians might just play Lighters against that. Actual option. Lighters are really good against Poles Knights. I wouldn't be surprised if we see Viper trying to get into it. Relic-wise, we have one in the center and the other 4 relatively spread around. So Viper, if he is aiming for it, could get 3. Should not have started now. 16 GMT, my friend. 41 minutes ago. Welcome, welcome. Good map generation for Lithuanians? Yeah. Worst map generation for Poles. Cannot play into the mill approach. Or if so, then with heavy investment. This is really rough start to the set for Hera. But honestly, if he wins this game, emotionally he will be ahead in the set. Because then he had a big win in a heavy shift disadvantage, plus the worst possible map spawn for him. So this game counts for 1.5 in my books. Really late balls by both players. Bit surprised by that. Also. And yeah, pick finishes at the perfect timing. That's the boar here. And might be a scout opening from both players. We still have no forward. Hera, Viper confirms that over here. None. Maybe rescout that area. Not for now. Barracks now. And maybe Hera just ignores this, honestly. We've seen this by him before. Just forward. Maybe double forward in the back here. And play the farm game. Ignore all the crazy extra hunt. Viper goes for the stable to open this one off. And Viper seeing the barracks at home, if he sees it, might mean he knows that Hera's not at the top. Let's take a look. Barracks. And sees the stable. Viper gets all the intel. Can maybe send a spearman here, but maybe don't even need it. Should have a very good idea of what's happening. What is a typical late game Poles composition? Well, obviously heavily depends on the map. I think you want to play against Lithuanians, Knight Obuch. But it's not pretty. I think Lighters will just outrun you. Yeah. I remember a practice game against Kasva, where we played Scholz, I played Poles, he played Lithuanians on Scholz, and he completely owned me. Harold play Arbalest Hussar? Yeah, I think that's a really bad army comp for this map. I would be really surprised if we see that, honestly. And this is obviously a nice stock in the sense that Viper will just get so much map presence here. If he wins the pawns. Which is the question.
So.
Yeah, I don't expect that we see too many Arbalests on this map. Gold is just so limited here. 1600 gold here, and then we have to expand. It's really not easy. Okay, Hera wins that scout fight. Friends are coming over as well. Viper just trades off some HP, now groups up with his other scouts. Simply the great... Oh, actually, Viper's really open. Has two single spearmen here. Not thinking about a demo. He's going for the fire galley at the front. Spearmen around for some annoyance. And Viper sends in his two spearmen. Speed bonus for Lithuanians might help a bit. Town center will shoot a bit, but won't get too much done here. And Hera won't find too much damage. Now the next forward might squeeze in at least 3 forwards here. And 24 farms. You can work with that quite a bit. This is overlapping with the lumber camp, so very likely that we will build like 6 farms, 7 farms, and then delete the lumber camp, build the 8th farm a bit later. Wouldn't surprise me at all. Scout still trying to find some damage, but spearmen around. And Hera's to disengage and completely ignore both of those food sources. One of the, I thought, main reasons why he picked poles here. Just to farm on the outside. But also not 100% sure if that was actually one of the main reasons why he picked it. Because you're so exposed then. Opponent can play quite aggressively. Spearmen, can they join the party? Obviously can have a lot of damage output. Viper would be winning the water fight if the spearmen are joining. Now he's sending them in. Scouts in the back. Uh-oh. Hera with a way better micro. Viper loses this fight. That's kind of a sloppy move. Trying to attack here at the side. Now goes for the market. And it is indeed the switch on to Lighters here with the mining camp. I still don't know if you want to have the mining camp here. Like, it is 700 resources that you're gaining in total. And you're investing another 100 resources. I think this mining camp is not worth it. But... yeah, I think so. Second stable by the Viper. Interesting. Not impossible that we will see a lot of light cav. And Viper needs to go for lots of light cav as well. Otherwise he will have no chance getting any relics. My cat hasn't missed a match this week. Every time I sit down to watch, she comes too. Okay, clever cat. Tournament maps have fixed seats. The map looks exactly the same as yesterday's. This is not the case. Like, I've cast yesterday and it's not the same. No. Which game are we talking about? And maybe you just load up the VOD again and you see that will be different. No map that we've loaded up had directly the water in front of the base. Or I misremember. But yeah, the generation is very similar in the sense that you have the spiral, right? That's why we have the map. The name of the map. think Hera can't walk over his pawn. You mean here? Don't think that's the most important thing, but yeah, it feels like this is not connected. The Viper with the town center at home, expanding here to the side, makes lots of sense. Tracking those scouts, quite a nice move. Light Cav coming in for the Viper already. Wouldn't be surprised to see husbandry reasonably soon as well. And Terra expands the gold. Does not want to get caught off guard. I love the cautious play here. And scouts are trying to find this. Nice timing, nice awareness, nice preemptive play. You have to love how high the level is of those two players. Just maybe those light cav are coming in though. Hera, oh, that is disastrous. Oh no. Oh no, this honestly, this could be game over. Scouts now behind this. The town center could be denied. This is a massive, massive find for the Viper. And villagers are dying behind this. How many is Viper committing? I think he can just lose a lot of light cav, try to kill every single villager, but he won't. That's a bit surprising that Viper is actually disengaging. Okay, okay, nice save. Nice save by Hera. Had enough scouts around. Still, really good find for the Viper. But Hera lives. Pole healing so clutch. I don't think that was made any difference, but okay. Demo could be moved in here, I think. 4th town center by the Viper. Ooh, we're booming. Another 2 eco upgrades, also for Hera. Have to love it. How they're focusing on that. Hera now with the 3rd town center as well. Furico should be really solid for him. And both players playing heavy, heavy light cav. I would be surprised if Viper gets to too many relics without losing a considerable amount of monks before that. That monk alone already in, yeah. That has to die. Tries to go for the desperate conversion. Not going to happen. Sanctity for Hera now. And Hera's going through. A demo for the Viper could have been a good option here. Shouldn't take too many losses though. Saw it in time. And the 4TC setup. All very reasonable here. Viper now camping some of the relics, sends some of the light cav back, but is really low on HP, so does not want to take this fight. Gets home, tries to squeeze through. Wants to debate into potential demo, but ran into it a bit too early here. Viper now takes the fight, and Hera, yeah, he is too scared. He knows what could be lying around here. Is Spiral always played so defensively? Well, I think this is simply the map generation. Right? Because you are giving this one up, you basically have a really compact eco. And the walls are really easy with this generation. And that's why we are seeing such an heavy eco approach. Ooh. Knight converted here. Monk will die in exchange, but Hera can't be too unhappy with this. Did we see a demo used? Yep, got 2 light cav. Gets a 3rd one behind it, most likely. Boink. And Hera has to run. Gets handcart now before Viper even gets wheelbarrow. Now that's interesting. That's really interesting. And as I said, lightest should be a really good unit against what Hera will put on the map. 4th town center now for Hera. Is 9 villagers behind. Collected resources already plus 1,000. Oh, 5th town center even. For the pole player. Have to love it. Every single farm next to a forward. Exactly how it should be. Monks here to heal. 1 relic for Hera. Viper still tries to go for some. This is protected by a light cav. This might not be scouted by Viper. Yeah. Otherwise, I think he would have already gone for it. Also over here, no idea about that relic. So Viper, underwhelming relic amount for him. But as I said, high focus there for Hera. So not a big surprise that got denied. Quite nicely. And it feels like Hera should get 3 relics most likely. Still 2 up for grabs here. Lightus deals with that. Monk now coming in. And Viper will get 1 and a second one basically for free. So will be 2 relics for the Viper plus 2 attack for his Lightus against 3 relics. No way that Hera will ever let this one not go into his monastery. 33 on food against 27 right now. Pole farmers obviously pretty happy with all this. 1-1 upgrades plus bloodlines, 1-1 upgrades plus bloodlines. Only massive difference here is the hand card. So right now, Hera should be in the better spot when it comes to resource incoming. As we can see, solid 20% extra for him. Oh, Light is now joining the party. Viper gets the first relic. I have a video explaining all stats on the overlay. You can just go to my YouTube. Resources, not resources. Capture Age explained or something. Numbers overlay, and you will get there. Can you silence the sound creation? Yesterday someone asked for that as well and got a lot of negative feedback on that request. I already have the notification of attack off. I think otherwise it gets really silent. Especially without a co-caster. But I'm open to feedback in that regard. And the second castle. Hera should be up to Imperial Age earlier. And could spam Lightcav quite a bit. Lightcav Cavalier, I obviously mean. Is he building it before Schlachter? I didn't see Schlachter coming in. This is now a bit surprising to me. I cancelled both knights, will get Schlachter, and then he will queue knights again. And Viper, he is just queuing up Halberdiers, most likely. And that's why we need Obuch together with the Cavaliers. Instant reaction by the Viper might only lose 0 villagers with this. Wow. Pikeman upgrade on the way to Imperial 8, and here we get it. Schlachter coming in, and Viper. He wants a lot of town centers now. Full Halberdier will be a reasonable thing. Could see some nice quick walls here, but still no fletching, still no ballistics. Those castles won't do too much. Walls behind this. Without stone walls, I think this could even be problematic here for the Viper. I think this is actually falling. Needs to triple house. Good job. Could have a hole. No, it won't. Okay. Good move here by the Viper. Delays this quite a bit. Now another demo being built. Gets a conversion against the Lightcav as well. Can the demo come in? Oh, no. A hole over here. And Hera gets in. Nice move. Meanwhile, raid at the other side. Some losses. Hera didn't see that one, but instant reaction at the bottom. Pikeman now joining the party. Lightus will be able to deal with this as well. What can Hera do with his timing? If we go short distance, lots of Halberdiers. Arbalest are coming back on the menu here, though. Hillforts to shine again. Yeah, we still need fletching. We still need ballistics. Otherwise, I don't think that's too pretty. And worker efficiency going down for the Viper. Now some raids in the center. I think this has to be a Master Elite Viper. Oh, he tries to run away. No, he has to take the engagement again. Eats 2 conversions. What a weird choice. And somewhere we even had another conversion. Loses that one. And that was the Lightcav over here. Hera buying himself 200 stone. More walls by the Viper here. Wouldn't be surprised if he thinks about hand cannoneers in the long run. Halberdier hand cannoneers pushing through the right hand side, while the left hand side is pretty open. Not impossible, and this is shaping up to be a really good game. Halberd attack. Demo. Waiting. And Viper's so good with like building barracks everywhere. He's simply not a guy that goes for the select all barracks hotkey. Right? Because if he had select all barracks, they would just run around and wouldn't really do too much. Viper, a guy that has all the barracks grouped at the top. Those he will click if he wants to build some halberdiers. Better than how I do it. Oh, blacksmith block. Ooh, pretty one. House block. I think there's still a hole. And halberdiers have to be happy. Trading this one off. Another villager dying. And now engagement through the center. 3 nice conversions for Hera. Ballistics is coming in. Do we have attack into archer ranges? Still not happening. Although we are getting armor. Maybe Hera wants to go for skirmishes here. Wouldn't be the worst thing if he wants to save some gold. Right now, Halberdiers taking a reasonable fight against Cavaliers, but Cavaliers still winning and lots of pressure against the castle right now, while lots of raids are coming in, and Terra, with a lot of control, has to be happy with how this is going, and Viper struggling to put all the fires out that Terra is lighting right now. No quick wall around this one, buys himself 300 stone here. The Viper will lose the castle, guaranteed. Goes for another demo. No, that's still the same demo from before. Cavalier, enough HP on them to easily survive a demo hit, especially against a normal feudal age one. Viper even passive in that regard. Does. No, damn it! He missed it! Ay, ay, ay. And Cavaliers are back at it again. Hera even takes the hit like a man. And Viper goes for repair again, and Viper lost a lot of villagers. Look at that, 50 villager kills already. Hera with brilliant raids, already attacking to Hussars. Theocracy for him as well, an upgrade that we don't see too often, especially if we only have 6 monks. But it is damn cheap, so why not go for it? And the Viper cleared this one up finally, is now going for an additional, what looks to be like roughly 14 farms, I would think. I think Obuch is the next unit that we need. Uh-oh. Monks. Bit in danger. Hera with a nice 20 population lead. Gets so many conversions. 14 conversions for Hera already. Have to love it. Can Viper somehow save this castle? Seems like he's going full halberdiers right now. Only 17 on wood and 3 traps. Looking really good for them. Hera buying even stone to make it more expensive for Viper, maybe? Can afford another castle himself pretty soon. And Obuch could just be such a good unit. And on this map, you can't really get all the control. You can't fully wall the map. Viper did a reasonable job of closing this one, but still. Hera could go in for some raids. Now splash damage on those Hussars, and that means good night for the Halberdier defense here at the site. Hera doing such a good job with those monks. Viper doesn't really know. Can I engage into this one? He disengages. 5 Halberdiers here. Handcart really late for the Viper. Blocked here over here at the left-hand side. Now moves in. Viper won't take the greatest fight against the monks. Monks are disengaging. Trap shots even coming in. We'll get 2 kills, I believe. No, 1 kill only. But Trap's still shooting. Oh, have to love it. Have to love it from Hera. And now finally the archer ranges and attack into Hussar Arbalest. The army composition that I said is not going to happen. Because I didn't think we would have such a stalematey scenario, but they somehow got into it. Really nice transition, and this will be tough for the Viper to deal with. Needs to get onto a lot of lighters. Slowly but surely getting the resources to afford elite lighters. Still has some gold here. And Halberdier still good against Hussars, obviously, as you can see. Damage output on the solid side. Halberdier wins with 1 HP. Now, Halberdier raid in the center, something we don't see too often. And 23 conversions already. Hera's resource collected completely out of control now. More conversions. Jesus Christ. 25 conversions for that group of 9 monks. Sick. Moving on to stone here. Hera now at 203 population. Oh man, oh man. Where did all the gold of the Viper go? Did he just take into Hussar? Viper going for his own Hussar. Good move. Well, if he thinks he won't get enough gold, then Hussar is the probably best unit he can take into, yes. Halberdier Hussar. Hussar trying to deal with the Monk and Arbalest. Okay, 3 traps. Oh, that castle will instantly die if Hera goes for it. I don't think he can continue building this one. Huh? Viper just deleted a trap. Wanted to lead the lumber camp. Oh, the nerfs. Really fast fingers, but not hitting apparently. And that's a big difference. 2 traps against 3 traps there. That means the castle has way better chances now. Next wood upgrade. Castle would be in danger if the traps are instantly shooting. And the castle falls! 650 stone down the drain. Hera, he saw the traps, but didn't cancel the move there. Both players still pop limit. Halberdiers for the defense. Halberdiers for the defense. Halberdiers for nowhere. And in the middle, that's still quite some nice control. Viper still missing crucial upgrades for his castles. Would love to see some upgrades there. Botkin missing. Ballistics missing. That's why his castle's not really getting onto proper kills. Hera from distance, just happily shooting away everything here. And this is an open game, but both players keeping their population nice and high. Hussars obviously not benefiting from Blast Furnace because they don't get it as Lithuanians, and not benefiting from the relics means the fight should be way better here for Hera. Now taking this engagement, Hussars should fall at the front. The splash damage not helping out too much. Viper sending in everything that he has. Q pretty long behind this one, now jumping for the trap. Viper can't be too unhappy with what he's killing here, but Hera keeps the hill and keeps control. Viper needs to regroup. Those traps now reasonably exposed. Needs to pack this one up, and that will be a trap going down without Viper needing to press the delete key for it. Combat cannons now even being added. Tries to snipe those traps. Viper, oh, that's a bit out of position. I think he needs to build them up a bit further in the back. Could go for the bombard cannon, but obviously winged hussars, extra damage against gunpowder there, helping out quite a bit against those bombard cannons. Shouldn't live for too long, and Viper struggling to keep population high. Only 22 on wood, not really expanding to that side. Hera with more control, and I said against this army, technically Obuch is the unit. Lack of arena experience here, I think, from Hera. Also that he's never trying to go for this gold is a bit surprising to me. Where's Tato? In Spain. Thanks for your message. Hussars again, finding some kills. 87 villager kills against 15. But Viper, he's dealing with those raids okay-ish, I would think. Another castle could have been like 2 tiles further forward, then we would have had the protection of the hill, or the hill bonus. 20,000, 25,000 more collected resources for Hera. You can see here, crazy extra resources that he's earning right now. This looks really solid. Siege engineers now coming in. Arbalest on that hill. Hussars are moving in. Halberdiers off. the Viper a bit late to the party. Hazard's now getting the surround on the Arbalest. Viper only tries to focus on those. Habadi is doing a good job here. Trap in the back went down against the Bombard Cannon. Viper is focusing down that Bombard Cannon though. And it feels like most of the Hazards on both sides died. But Viper, he did not invest into a lot of gold units here. And now can clean this up. Viper, really low in population, but has to be happy. Buying himself lots of time with this engagement. I think now he has to disengage though. Can't really fight under the castle. Whew. Time to breathe again. I'm shocked how neither player is really getting control of that area. It feels like Hera could have collected quite a bit already. Now we see Redemption even coming in for those monks. Viper sits at 67 farms. Hera sits on 83 Polish farms. The food income completely out of control. This one, and Viper, I think he just wants to raid, but there's nothing around. And he will be as surprised as we are. Yeah, Obuch would be the killer unit. No Redemption. Okay, what will those find? I don't think they should find too much. Although, well, economy relatively open. Needs to see some walls at the top there. Nice re-walls by Hera. Very aware of the situation. And Viper now attacks into Cavaliers? This is surprising, but doesn't want to go for lighters with only one castle. Gate here. Nice re-wall. Viper, can he block this one off? Seems like yes he can. And that will be a lot of unprotected farmers if it wasn't for the castle. So nice move there. Hussars, where are they diving? Are they going for the trap? Yes, they are. Trap goes down. Monks in danger. And Viper delays this even further. Attacks into Cavaliers now, which is still really surprising to me. Hera worker efficiency will go down a bit, but I think he will be fine pretty soon. Oh, that's a nice kill. That's such a nice kill for Hera. And Viper goes down below pop 150, and Q is short. 52 on farms only. This is looking really good for Hera. Extremely good for Hera. Gets extra control of the gold here, and Viper has to tap this one out. And I said this game counts more than one game. Hera with a very late pick against, I believe, the first pick here of the Viper, and a really bad map generation for the Poles. But maybe he didn't even want to play for this, and it was actually the best map generation for him, because Viper could never fish in this one, couldn't contest the second pawn, and Hera could just go for his mass farmers. Really nice and controlled play. Really heavy boom approach here, but Viper never got into his lightest. The key unit for the Lithuanian in this spot. Really well played by Hera. Have to love it. I think Obuch could have been a really nice addition, but not needed for our Canadian. Way better KD for Hera. Viper had to throw in so many halberdiers, lost so many villages as well. And a solid 29,000 extra collected resources. Food, 17,000 extra. Gold, 8,000 extra. Sick. Bit disappointed in DauT, confirming that he wanted to co-cast with me and then scheduling another tournament basically at the same time. Yeah. Also cancelling last minute yesterday. Okay, what do we have? We have Poles getting a big win. Big win. Yeah. What playlist is this? No playlist. Ultimate 80s Synthwave playlist. Undercover in Paradise. Royalty free, copyright safe music. Okay, Viper now with all the choices. Can go for 5 different maps here. Hera still not in. Therefore, I will quickly pee. Gotcha! Ooh. Ooh. Not the civilizations that we would have expected normally. And we are jumping into game 3 here. Even score so far. And it will be reasonably low laming on Viper's end. Already got the elephant in. Already is pushing in 2 of the zebras. And he is playing Teutons against Hera here. Feels like 3 of those zebras will be rather far away. Nearly, I know the answer's no announcement. What are your thoughts on NAC being in the usual post-Christmas slot? I'm booking my holidays. No announcement.
Ja. Bereit.
Oof. And now the relay, but obviously this is way better for Hera in the sense that he can build a mill here. And should be reasonably well positioned here. And yeah, won't mind this too much, I believe. I think maybe taking this food. Yeah, this has to be a way better start for Hera here, I believe.
Heiße? Ja.
Sniping Mike, send me a Discord message.
Hey, ja.
Hashike.
Probably should not have said that. Neither know the answers yet, but could you tell us if there will be an AC5 next year? No announcement. Does it make sense to wall in zebra corpses or something? I don't know about the birds here. They're bringing children, apparently. Walling those in. Well, I think you need 8, maybe 10 to wall them in. No, I don't think 4 will be enough. I think it might be quite some investment. I thought about it for a second as well, right? With the villager out there. Not easy. You certainly need to go heavily on berries, something that Hera is not doing yet. First I'm watching since a few months. Since when is that laming with the animal normal? Well, this map is called Sukotra, my friend. And we have lots of water on the outside and rocks that you can't use at all. Therefore, we are basically playing on a tiny map. Distance is really short. Therefore, you find your opponent pretty quickly. And your walking distance with the villager is really low. And
Yeah.
therefore, laming makes a lot of sense. Laming is what we call basically using the villager to go over to the other side and try to deny some resources of the opponent. And yeah, I'm still not sure what's happening with the birds here. Kind of weird. Kind of weird. Yeah, no, the answer is yes, but is the chat super sexy? I haven't seen any official information about that. Okay, now healing the eagle. Pop 22 for Mr. Hera. Pop 21 for the Viper. Exactly at the same time going up. Mayan bonus with the extra villager helping out quite nicely there. And Viper heavily on wood here with 7. And now the barracks. Stone positioning for him. Okay-ish, I would think. Could maybe even think about a mining camp here. Why not? We can provide evidence. Okay. I want to see a picture from all of the chat in my DMs. Students on Socotra. Tower rush the only way. Not impossible, yeah. Aren't Mayans better? Yes, Mayans are better. Let's take a look at draft priority. Number 1 pick against pick 5.5 for the Viper. So very, very different draft priority. There will be 1,000 wiener picks. Okay, with 900 people in the chat, 1,000 wieners. That's me not really knowing an autonomy too well, apparently. Was Lithuanians first pick and Viper lost? No, Lithuanians was pick 1.5 for the Viper. At least that's how I would understand the draft. Archer range, not on gold, so will be the spear skirm opening against Mezzo. That's not typical.
Hey, sir.
Hera, really important house over here. Did not want to get to see Vipers chopping through this tree, and then killing him from behind. So nice heads up play. Also, what's nice heads up play is the Viper getting quite some damage done on the Eagle, but can be healed up, and the Lion quite annoying. What are the next steps here? So far, only Eagles.
Shot it.
Eagle on the open here. Scout. Losing some HP, and it's tougher for the Viper to get HP on the Scout again. Pairlock, thank you. My pleasure. And Viper just wants to finish this one off. There is a slight chance that Hera can save this one. Obviously outruns the Spearman. And in a wild world, he can get home. I think it's a bit sloppy of the Viper not finishing this one off. Yeah, and he realizes. And will intercept. And most likely won't get a hit, though, because Hera probably will just shift-click it to his home base. Actual good of Hera that he saw it. Didn't get the hit off, but still nice play. And Hera now with the market. Skirm still annoying here.
Vish.
And now we see the tower rush. We see what was expected. And the big difference here, why are we tower rushing with Teutons? Every civilization can put 5 villages into the tower. Teutons can put 10 into the tower. And therefore you always win the 1v1 tower war. And Hera, that will be tricky for him with all the gold to the front here. Hera, does he want to rush this one? Oh, this is tricky. Murder holds an upgrade that you will get for free, but obviously only in Castle Age. Viper might have underpulled villages here, I believe. Now we see a lot of harassment so far. KD is 1-0 in favor for the Viper. Scout dies for the Viper, so make it 2-1. Tower goes up. Viper has to be happy with how this is going. And now the big question mark, how is Hera getting back onto gold? Can think about this one. Can maybe expand towards the front. Really important to fully wall in this tower. And Viper wanted to squeeze him one here, but would have only denied some of the farms. And not much more. This will be tricky for Hera now. Floating a lot of resources close to clicking up. Could click up after the blacksmith, but the big question is that really the play? Because he would need to sell stone most likely. And that would mean no counter tower for him if we get into the scenario again that he needs one. Viper now moves around. This gold will be scouted pretty soon. If Viper had some men-at-arms, this would be absolutely crazy good for him. But how could he afford those? Needs to wall in this tower as well. Does that. Tower over here. Might need to fight off against the Eagles that already have no upgrades. Thought he had armor on the way at one point. Did not go for it. Now heavily on stone. Interesting scenario. And Terra, he will get Castle Age reasonably fast and will also get a castle. I don't think Viper can deny this. Has 12 on stone now, defensive tower here. This is really well played by Hera. How calm he's playing this. Still has control over the stone. And maybe, just maybe, Viper should have considered walling in some resources at an earlier stage when we were thinking about Dark Age, right? If this stone is walled in and Hera wants to expand towards it, not 100% sure if he scouts this earlier. And
Nearly energy.
And now Viper has to think about Castle Age here as well. The mining camp that we wanted to see earlier. More villagers being pulled. Ooh, this is tricky. And yeah, indeed, Eagles will be extremely good. Can be healed up in the tower. Viper goes for another one. And that's actually not in range of the other tower. Oh, I don't like this too much. Fletching now by Hera. And he runs around in one eagle in the wood line in Castle Age. That one alone can be quite a headache. Hera, is he building the defensive castle or is he trying to sell the stone? Seems like the defensive castle. Maybe chop that tree, get a castle up here, and he might feel safe. Uh-oh. Big problems here for the Viper. Eagles are in. And Viper is having a reasonable reaction timing here. But that's guaranteed. One dead villager. Hera tries to micro a bit more to the left-hand side. Could be a second dead one. Nice move here by the Hera. And that's death for the Viper, who is still missing the buildings and is going for double blacksmith. Oh, the nerves. Okay, now goes for the market. This will be tricky for the Viper to hold off. Hera gets his beautiful castle and then he can go for plumes. Obviously enough skirmishes out, so the skirms won't be the biggest factor in this game. The plumes won't do too much for quite some time. Viper's already having fletching. 9 skirmishes. But this castle should kill both of those towers. Monastery even. Viper needs to wall in his wood line. Needs to wall in ASAP. If those eagles are in the wood line, the game might be over. Nice, that's a play. Villager over here could get sniped. Viper cannot save her. Nice pickup for Hera. Now more harassment here. It's everything sealed for now, unless Hera gets in here, which looks likely. Gets a stone wall behind there, the Viper. Can he save those 2 villagers?
Yeah.
Feels like she will make it home as well. Skirms for the defense, but a disastrous economy for the Viper right now. And those towers are falling. Incredible position for Hera. Another villager falling. 4-1 Eco KD already. But seems to be a lot of idle TC. No, for both players. Oh, wheelbarrow for Hera. Okay. Oh, but now Eagles into the gold.
Hey, yeah.
We're just fighting this one off. Tough to micro here for the Viper. Could be 2 dead wills. At least 1. Maybe even a 3rd one. Seems like the Eagle will fall. Now the Siege Workshop for the Viper. Eagles moving around. You will have to send quite some energy towards the Viper if you want to see him somehow coming back into this one. Barely on stone now. No real gold control. Siege versus Eagle and Castle. Yeah, it's more for the defense than for the push. Viper trying to prolong the game. Hera already on 2 relics. Not impossible that he will get this 3rd one. This one kind of out of reach. And maybe with some shift-click shenanigans could get this one as well. A ram added. Ooh, interesting move by Hera. We'll obviously get rid of the buildings a bit quicker with that. Viper continues with his quick walls. It just feels like he's prolonging. Taking damage. Buying himself some wood. Economy really tight here. How will the Mangonel achieve too much? Completely whiffs on that shot. Now stable. Repair should be in time. Viper. Oh, has to heavily repair. Double Eagle will get the kill against the Mangonel. Oh, what a nice move. And effing GG by the Viper. Hera takes the 2-1 lead. And yeah, that one felt really clean for Hera. Yeah, it was the first civilization pick for Hera, but Viper lost his 1.5 pick earlier there. And the tower rush, maybe too late. Also no block over here. Maybe the 2nd tower. Doesn't need to be here, but instantly rush over at that angle. Maybe Viper needed to pull more villagers here. And nice maneuver by Hera. Just knew, okay, I don't need the gold instantly, right? Just getting the castle and then I will free the gold. Nice ahead thinking and a quickie. 25-minute game number 3 here. And lovely, lovely stuff here if you're a Hera fan. 2-1, his lead after 3 games. We can X out some of the civilizations. Mayans winning, Teutons losing. Socotra gone. Coast Mountain, Fractal, and Madness Eldorado still left over. What are likely civilizations? On Coast to Mountain, Japanese. On Fractal, Aztecs. On Land Madness, Franks. On Eldorado, Sicilians, Goth? Nah, probably Japanese then. And Coast to Mountain has to be Goth or Sicilians. On the other side, we have Magyars for Land Madness. Koreans potentially for Fractal. Malians for Coast to Mountain. And Portuguese for Eldorado. Not too unreasonable. Malians could also be Eldorado. Then we have Portuguese for Coast to Mountain. Or Fractal. I think Korean's Fractal makes lots of sense. Yeah. Tricky. Some very clear safe choices, some that are still up in the air. Any way I can reduce the game size from 10 gigabytes? Why is this not a best of 9? I think to preserve casters. But I only have 10 gigabytes of space. I think an external SSD, or not an external, an SSD should cost probably less than 100 euros to get like an extra terabyte. I would assume. I'm not up to date, but some years ago that was the option. Okay, coast to mountain will be next. What sets are we expecting? For 100 euro you get 2 terabytes? Okay. 10 euro for 128 gigabytes SSD? Yeah. So maybe those are options for you. Sick, how did they go so cheap? DauT says he will be there in 5 minutes. I don't trust anything he says anymore. Ooh. Okay, give me a Civ predictions. 4 coast to mountain. Ooh. Ooh. Well. It will be Persians for Hera. We're starting with an additional 50 food and 50 wood, allowing us to go for a dog nice and early. And the Viper is playing Goth and goes for an instant barracks. A strategy that we have also seen from DauT against Tedo, I believe, right? I think so, yeah. So this will be really interesting. Advantages here for Goth are obviously the chance to go for this crazy hunt. Your hunt lasts longer, and Hera spotting it already? Really? Oh, that's just absolutely crazy. Instantly scouting the barracks. That's so fortunate for him. Crazy move, and that means he just waltz in the villager. And Viper shouldn't find too much damage with this. Probably can now kill deer around Hera, but that's kind of it. Oh, that's just really nice preparation. And even the third militia, I think that's overkill. I think the second militia is actually not needed after Hera instantly scouts it. And Viper even goes for a third one. Oh, that's sick. Maybe expected it. That's not fortunate. Yeah, he expected it. But just like seeing the instant, like, look at the scouting line. He's not running into the town center. He's only seeing the barracks, right? Didn't see a hut. Didn't see a rhino. Like he saw some rhino. But like he is running into it. Obviously, great awareness. And this is very likely to be great preparation by Hera. And preparation that's paying off most likely. Okay, but most of the deer are getting lamed. Viper relatively late on the water then. Kill houses. This one could go down, yep. Could kill the hut. The other two, I think, are in range of the town center.
Yeah.
Okay, militia now around. And Viper sees that instantly. So could maybe go there with his militia.
Sorry.
Hera already got 3 elephants in there, the 4th one at the bottom. Why is Hera not killing his deer? He thinks he will have enough advantages taking the water. And what would you do? Like, you can't go out there anyways. So you can eat them later? Ah, okay, okay. In Age of Empires, there's a mechanic of rotting food. So if you kill a deer, the food is decreasing the whole time. And therefore, if you kill the deer now, you can't take it much later. So now you see it's at 139, although no villager picked it off. That's what you see, like, that's the speed it goes down. Right, so yeah, he's getting it, but simply later. Viper, still no dog, is now going for the top, and those militia might find some more harassment. Way better fuel age timing for Hera. Only 2 fishing ships afforded. Kind of means he wants to play with a stable. Uh-oh, Viper's macro in problems. Uh-oh, the first kill of the game. And this is so bad. Oh, you have no idea. You have no idea how bad this is. Because he will not get that elephant now. I think if he shoots... No, I think one shot is fine. But if he shoots it twice, he actually kills the elephant in this spot. How much damage is a villager doing? A goth villager against a boar? 8. No, this is what I said! I'm angry. I'm angry now. Oh, this hurts. This hurts so much. Viper, he needed to be very actively with his eyes there. And yeah, now it's super far away. Viper found a house to attack. At least something. Is on gold with 4 villagers. Wow, this means he is playing fire galleys. Yeah. This is guaranteed fire galleys. Hera is scouting for the dog. And confirms... I think he confirms no dog. I'm not sure if he scouted that villager. He's not going for fire galleys. Yeah. Hera shift-clicked this and did not see the dog. This is really unfortunate for Hera. This might be a villager to build another dock and to go... Oh no, now he's going for fire galleys. Okay, okay. Well, couldn't believe that there would be no villager in the long run. You might have a super early GG this game. Worse Civ. Worse early game. I'm not sure if it's that much of a worse Civ. I think if we get to Imperial Age, with both having 120 villagers, Goth are absolutely fine with Huskar Halberdier. So I think in the long game, I think Viper will stay in this one and see how this one will play out. Should go for some spearmen. Some spearmen here would be really annoying. Low HP Man-at-Arm really wants to be in the back. Are this the new Persians? We are not playing with an expansion that's not public yet. Viper housed. A bit on the shaky game. 2 more Men-at-Arms arriving. Where are the spearmen though? Okay, getting over there as well. Some harassment, low HP Men-at-Arm. Okay, and Hera's getting onto 5 scouts. Those 5 scouts will take 1 engagement pretty well, but the second engagement with this army will be way tougher. Ooh, Viper. That will be a fight he just takes. Hera will have a nice clear up and won't mind this at all. Will lose 1 scout. And he will think, okay, this one went well for me. But this army is actually damn scary for him. We'll have to build an archer range, I believe. Maybe this was a blacksmith. And Viper. We're actually having some water fight that I completely missed. Hera going for that archer range now. Can he save that villager? Might just send her away. Those Men-at-Arms taking the fight, doing some damage. And they have to go and try to arrest the woodline and the gold. Hera, I think he needs to quick wall this. Otherwise, the damage output might be too much. Next fight, 2 fire galleys against 1. Hera produces another one. There's a really good fight for the Viper here. Needs to repair behind this one though. Nice quick wall by Hera, but denied by the Viper. Men-at-Arms at the front. Spearmen fighting. That's not what the Viper wants. Moves in. More damage dealt. Oh, what a tight, weird area. Double Spearman. Taking good fight against the scouts, though. Oh, this is better for the Viper, I believe. One Spearman is really helping out now. That's really good for the Viper. Those Spearmen finding so much damage. One Man-at-Arms still alive. And that's a great KD all of a sudden. Oh, this lost? Oh, Viper. That worked out really, really well the last seconds for him. 4 dead scouts. Those 2 spearmen, they were so stuck. And another villager kill. The boar killed more villagers here than Hera in this game. Viper absolutely in this one. 29 workers against 29 workers. No one having any fishing ships right now. And Viper is in an even game. Had to work for it quite a lot. Double the destroyed value right now. After such a horrible start, Hera just missing one tiny quick wall and Viper benefiting from it so much. Hera idle TC here quite a bit. Oh wow, only 2 on food. Where is he getting food now? He lost all his fish. 2 farmers. Oh, this idle TC will skyrocket a lot more. How can Hera afford anything? Full disaster for him. Has the double dog, but can't afford anything. And no hunt because of the deny earlier. This worked out way better than I thought. Archers now have to be built. And Viper won't know how far ahead he is in villages all of a sudden. He would think against Persians, I'm probably behind by 2 builds. Oh yeah, with Persians, it hurts even 10% more. Neither player with fire galleys, neither player with fishing ships. 3 fire galleys against 3 fire galleys. Hera with a better engagement. Viper a bit on the late side, can micro this one away. Hera micros the other one away. Nice moves here. Now takes the fight again. Overall, a bit better HP split, I believe, for the Viper. Micros that one away. If he saves that one, that's such a big win for him. But can't. Repair didn't happen. Viper now splitting his attention. Even fight. 2 more HP. Viper is 32. And both repairing. Minimal difference there. Actually, no one really repairing. Okay, now there are. And Viper, obviously, he will still get more hunt. Really good for him. Has the archer range. Kind of no man's land. Hera scouting this one. Is this not in the range of the town center? I don't even know. Nerf Goth? Yeah, way too good. Oh, this could be an interesting late game. Where we could see the full Goth potential. And trust me, if we get to 130 villagers and late in, Viper will not forget to click Elite Haskell. After it got discussed quite a bit in the Discord of the GL boys. Viper on the way to Castle Age. Hera sits at 140 food. Now the market, massive difference. Lost the villager at the bottom. Kind of guaranteeing now that Hera will win the water. But at this point, less relevant. And Hera might get misinformation. Only sees the market now. Sees more villagers moving on to gold. Hera might think, wow, okay, you're not up either. Kill the farm? Oh no, Hera too smart. Cancels it. Does not want to give Viper the satisfaction there. And boinky.
Pace?
Farm on.
Nice micro by Hera. Viper tries to save his archer. Gets the kill. And should now just heal up. Camel could be walled in here. How many farms in this without horse color? We are seeing 19 at least over here. And 8 on the other side. Viper now adds a stable. No archer range production. Hera so far behind. Yeah, luckily for him, Persians will advance to the feudal age a bit faster. Oh, I'm a bit surprised that Viper is actually still contesting water. I think he can give up now. Don't think you're gaining anything from contesting this. Maybe even trying to sneak the fire galleys. and just send them in a bit later to maybe kill some fish late Castle Age. Because you don't mind if the Persians is still contesting the water. Hera needs to go for the big walls. Knows, okay, opponent is up to Castle Age. Did the camel see the stable? Yeah, confirmed the stable. And Hera knows, okay, I need to survive this. No T90 today. I can do you something better. Maybe. Not sure if it's better, but it's something.
Yeah.
I want to see Siege. Well, let's see about that. And there he is.
Man.
Always on time.
I'm never late. I was just in time to see this amazing strategy.
What do you think of it?
Whoever made this one is one smart motherfucker. I can tell you that much.
Yeah. Let's see if he does the next step of the strategy and actually gets Elite Huskal.
I was waiting for that one. Maybe it won't even get that far because it's Viper. He will not go double stable. He will go triple TC. Because when you're ahead, get more ahead.
Oh, that's how RTS works.
Low risk, high reward.
Okay. Maybe at one day I will try to play like this as well.
Oof. Think your ship is sailed, Nelly.
Okay. Okay, 33 for the Viper. Wants to boom this one away. Only one gold and only one stone at the top though, so he will eventually need to expand.
And he's also against Persians, not the best team against actually, gods, right?
Yeah, not having champions, right? Not even having 200 swordmen.
Yeah.
Might really
And
hurt.
well, knowing Hera, he can maybe go for the longsword. You never know with the guy. It's enough for him.
Yeah, true.
Raiding the farms, yeah, this is too much of investment to the water, but the score is actually surprisingly close, right?
Well, winning the water really helped. Now both players in Castle Age gives you quite something, and he killed a lot of men-at-arm and spearmen, plus some skirmishers and archers behind this.
Kill that ratio exactly.
Hera with really good walls.
At this point, I don't even bother reading. Like, I feel like I waste more APM standing knight than them walling.
Well, I think they have more APM, but or they use more APM. But yeah, I think Viper is probably building those 4 knights, and then will not build anymore. Maybe Monastery and 4 TC, and I wouldn't be surprised to soon see him on like 9 till 12 villagers on stone.
Yeah, well, on this map and matchup, like, Haskell is like the best unit, and there is a crossbow on the line. Now he can just go pikeman, right? Stone is not needed this early. Probably even 50C, I believe. Pikeman tech, second barrack, 50C. That's Viper style, I believe, here.
Okay. Well, I think Huskarls are not needed. It's more like a protective castle at the top to secure a bit more gold and stone for yourself. But yeah, he would be spread pretty thin, so I don't mind the Viper maybe going for at least 2 barracks, maybe 3 barracks now. Wow.
And there is a
3
third
barracks.
one. And now 50C. Let me see if I know my Viper. I want to see the 50C.
Yeah, and the 50C is not necessarily for villager production, although you would obviously like to get to 130, 140 vills, but also to protect your villagers.
Yeah, exactly. And with gods, you kind of even want to go like 160 villagers, you're fine. You're just replacing those units that gets out to the barrack instantly.
I've already got 2 relics, has his eye on 3 more. Mr. Shift click there from what it looks like though.
Happens even to the best of us.
Okay, if you were Hera here, what would be your next step?
Well, you know me. I know the comeback potential here is only with the caster in the face. But Hera will probably go macro approach. Right, he's adding TC. Like, he knows he's far behind. I think he focused on water heavily. He knows it was a mistake, but he wanted to fish boom behind and like 2 dogs to be his feudal HTCs because he is lower to the castle age. It was probably the best approach, but still. I don't like it. It's like best from the worst.
Yeah. That's the big problem, right? Sometimes you're questioning, like, okay, why did he do that? Well, what were his other options, right? Economy behind, civilization might scale into better late game army as well from the opponent. So it feels like you're never looking pretty.
Yeah. Viper being ahead, he knows Viper style, and also he's only 4 knights with low upgrades. That's it. He's booming, and you need at least water with the faster Persian dogs and faster TC. But again, castle in the face. Next game, one way or another.
Oh, crazy defense there with the pikeman. And Terra calls this. Wow, what a crazy micro move.
Crazy micro move. There were no units here. I had like 2 light gear and 1 monk.
But didn't you see how the pikeman protected the monk?
Yeah. It was obviously very good. He was on spot. He was on point.
That was sick. I want to see you do that, DauT.
Honestly, I don't mind losing those pikemen among there. I know, I know I will win with economy. I would not even bother.
Okay. You're not impressed.
I'm not impressed. I'm impressed with the strategy. I'm a different type of person.
Okay. Yeah. Great strategy. And only 40 C though. Are you disappointed?
There was no time for the 5th one.
Okay.
I think 5th one was cooking.
Yeah. He had 7 on stone now, so castle might have been an option the next step. And yeah, Hera simply having no real setup to get onto anything. So okay, it's mass pikeman, and he's already behind by a solid 20 builds.
Yeah, there is not. There's like he got Cannoneers, Paladin combo, which is okay-ish, but when you're behind, even Elite Cascal wins the game. Even without Elite, he wins the game.
Oh,
Would even go that crazy to say that.
Okay, DauT, we still have 3 maps: Fractal, Eldorado, and Land Madness. If you were Hera, what would you pick next?
Land Madness, right? Eldorado and Fractal, I guess. Did Hera pick the Fractal?
No, Fractal was the opener of the Viper. As I told him.
You're helping Hera?
Viper picked Fractal
Oh,
first.
Viper. Oh, yeah, sorry. Don't like that map for both of them. Don't feel like it's their style. Same like Sokotra. And they play both of them in the finals. It's a bit odd to me. There was no spiral? I missed up the beginning, you know. I was busy kicking Tato's ass.
And Age of Empires 1.
It's Age of Empires 2.
Is it?
Well,
What were the civilizations that were played?
So, if you play Georgians and Armenians, you're not playing Age of Empires 2 right now? Where did you drop the line what game it is? When I entered the game...
Did you have skirmishes?
I had slingers.
Did you have bombard cannons?
Okay, will you
That's
have...
not my game.
It's in Age of Empires 2.
Okay.
I need to own Age of Empires 2 to play.
Okay.
And I won.
Okay, how are you distributing civilizations here for Hera? We have Magyars, Malayans, Portuguese. Is there a chance that we could see Koreans for Fractal?
I honestly would like them on Eldorado. Now, I'm not sure. Actually, yeah, it's Eldorado. You know why?
Towers.
No. Yeah, well, obviously. But he did practice with ACCM, and ACCM used Koreans on Eldorado.
Oh. That's how you're thinking. Okay.
I think it was last pick Koreans as well, right?
I don't know. Like in this draft, obviously Koreans is late. Yeah. But I don't know about ACCM. No.
ACCM, if you remember, against Tato, he went, well, skirmish rush or something. He lost.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't see it.
But he did play them against Tato, and they were practice partners. Okay. Ooh, Sicilians. Where do we think Viper would use Sicilians?
Great question in the chat. Yeah.
Kalula's there.
Yeah. Obviously, we are not discussing too much of Viper.
Okay. Then we have Portuguese. Portuguese, go there. Land Madness, right? Actually, my guess, like here I got all the tier for the Land Madness, even Malians. He overdid it there.
Magyar's Land Madness.
Portuguese Eldorado.
He's playing Portuguese on Fractal.
Yeah, Monkfash, I guess. Good dog. Well,
Low TC, low eco. Yeah, I think Portuguese on Fractal. Makes sense. But you're not using your fish bonus? Your water HP bonus? You're not really using your berry bonus? I don't think Portuguese, if you put them on Fractal, are justified to be played that early.
I start to think he picked Portuguese just to like ban it from Viper.
But you had 3 bans. Like, do you think Viper is more lethal with Portuguese?
Well, we all know the true love story of Viper and Portuguese.
Yeah. Land Madness next, by the way. So we're expecting Magias against Franks?
On paper, that makes sense, but they can be tricky in the finals, right? Well, I know tips.
And?
We are correct about one.
Ooh, that can be tricky in the finals.
Viper with Aztecs here. And he kind of expected, well, Magyars. Definitely a strong option. And Aztecs against Magyars is very hard to play on this one.
Instant lane. And I'm not sure if Hera saw it. He's continuing to push. Hera didn't see it. Oh, that will hurt him.
I think he's... No. I'm surprised that he didn't see it, right? I mean, he would not let it go, right?
Did he? Oh, that's honestly something where watching his POV again could make a lot of sense. Because it was so close to a scout.
I mean, it's close to the TC. He scouted it right away. Scout is faster than Eagle. It's not like you cannot chase it down.
That's so good for the Viper. Oh, on a map where we have how many boars out?
1. And how many pair boars? 0, man.
Okay, unless Hera is now stealing the one of Viper.
I don't see that one happening.
Yeah.
But in the end, he will just push more deals, right? It's not as horrible. The bad thing is that Eagle can just heal up, right? If you trade the boar for the scout HP, you're kind of like having some moral victory there, but not against Aztecs.
2 on wood so far for the Viper. We will see. It has to be a third one pretty soon. No, plays with 2. Is this an... This is an archer opening, right?
Well, you cannot really open stable, nearly.
Yeah, but you can open Man-at-Arms.
Not against Magyars, and not against Kira, and not on this map. I mean, I would be really surprised. Like, Magyars with extra attack just cleans them up so nicely. Now, maybe with extra boar, maybe it's possible to adapt the opening, right? The scout number won't be there. But you might want to use that.
Plus, you know the opponent is pushing extra deer, right? So they will never scout it.
That's a fair point, yeah. As a now, not original plan, but how the game played out. Yeah, Man-at-Arms now makes sense.
Now, Age of Empires is all about adjusting. I'm always telling you.
It's worked out for you. Viper is pushing even more deers. He will be having so much food, like he's going scouts. So maybe you're right. And look at here doing a loam. He never does loam, right? And now he knows the scout is low HP as well. Eagle, he didn't need it.
Really weird that he had to squeeze it in.
Well, I guess you don't have the board, so you cannot click up normal time.
Yeah, but still, like, don't you want to delay it a bit longer?
You know what?
He doesn't have a second
building.
Yeah. It's really shaky.
Bit mess now. Yeah, that's... Then his scouting info is probably nothing, yeah? He's just pushing everything. He didn't even find the last 2 ships or pigs.
Yeah. Might find them anyways a bit later though.
Well, might even get lucky. Well, once he gets feudal and still pushing the deer, he will see them. Might even get them right now. Oh, he noticed.
Yeah, okay. Okay, he will still play pop 19 with no idle time. So obviously loom a bit earlier than he'd ideally want to, but still overall, pretty solid build up.
Yeah, well, he pushed a lot of years. He traded build up for 0 information right now. And Viper doesn't have a lot of info as well. But he did steal a board, so I guess he's happy.
Yeah. Viper's gold. I think obviously not too pretty at the front, but reasonably close to the town center. 9 on wood with double lumber camp. Very tight that he goes on the same wood line.
Yeah, it's a very greedy approach. He wants to go like bury both lumber camps back. Very safe against Mangarats, right? You want to protect only one spot. You don't want to be annoyed. That's understandable. But double lumber camp, he doesn't want to play long feudal. He wants to go very greedy economy approach and probably a faster castle age.
Is he opening spear skirm? Looks like it.
He's not on gold, right? But Aztecs do have extra gold as well.
Yeah, but that's one extra archer or one extra eagle?
Probably both. I think Viper likes to do one range 2 barracks opening as well.
Okay. Eagle heal up to 33 HP. Now drops the archer range at the front. Still not enough wood. Hera probably would want to try to block it, but Viper gets it.
And will it be Eagle or a Spearman? The second man, nothing.
100 gold and Viper. Those 3 villagers, they are probably going for the mining camp there. And it will be Spear Archer, I believe. 3 HP taken away from the scouts.
I honestly don't think Viper will commit to the range. He will just maybe make 1-2 archers to have that little timing attack. And then double barrack Eagle Spearman. Especially against Hera, right? Hera loves to go heavy scouts, Magyar's Night Madness. I say that, he has range.
Yeah, and no farm upgrade. We have seen him go for a lot of farms today without farm upgrade.
Well, he did the math, he says it's bad.
Yeah, he wants to have the early timing. Would have enough food right now, and I would always squeeze it in.
I have this, like, my idea of economy average, sooner you get them, it's better, so get them right away. Like, you want them eventually, right? So, every second you're not getting them, you're losing.
Skirms now being added for Hera, and well, 2 skirms already good enough to defend against the 3 spearmen, 2 archer aggression. This will be potentially really low kill feudal
But
age.
Scout
Oh, wow.
is happy. He is happy now.
Oh, that's a big pickoff.
That's huge, right? Like, the whole army is justified right now. He can lose them, force a little bit of idle, but he killed the scout, right? He is happy.
Yeah.
And that's not a long-term army anyway.
Is he switching into eagles? He's building another spearman behind it though. Now the skirms for the defense, and yeah, Viper just has to run. Doesn't even try to go for any shenanigans. Maybe on the super open he can send a spearman back in, but I think just running home is actually not the worst thing ever.
He was missing a 1 eagle with that army. That would be way more annoying.
Yeah, agreed. Because then the 1 eagle, you could just send it into the skirms now.
And look at the second building of Viper. I know him.
Oh.
Yeah, the range production is only to survive. He bent second barrack before fletching even. He wants to build up the eagle number.
Okay. Has 2 archers extra at home though. Right now barracks is not producing. A bit of a surprise to me.
Yeah, this is a scary moment. It's only 2 skirmishers, but with Hera Micro it might be enough.
Let's take a look. Eagles are being produced. It's so many spearmen though.
Viper doesn't care about losing archers. Like, he would be happiest if they trade up here. His army, he got no interest continuing with his army, and Hera hasn't got interest continuing with the scouts.
Only 7 scouts, no more in the queue. Hera, 300 food floating. Not on gold though.
This is the time where Aztec player needs market.
Tries to go for armor first, and Viper's simply lacking the eagles to deal with the skirms right now.
It's crazy, like 3 skirms and it's so much there. Like, it's crazy damage with only 3 skirms.
Viper tries to find another angle though. No, I mean Hera, and he's not. Oh, Archer's a bit too far in. I don't think Hera can take this fight.
Viper is getting fletching after all. He respects this. I guess his goal is vulnerable, right? And he doesn't really want to invest on tower, so better invest into fletching than tower. I see that.
Has 3 archers, 1 skirm, builds another archer here. Bit of a surprise to me. Those skirmishes will really pay off. I'm surprised that he isn't like full producing eagles here.
Yeah, he doesn't know if it's a second stable. He's pinned at home. He doesn't know if it's a castle age, second stable. But we see the market. He already won in my heart.
You're happy. Okay.
I'm happy.
Finally a skirm dies. Oh, this is so
And
tough to
another
micro.
one.
Gets another hit off. No fletching hurts Hera now.
Ooh, he didn't get fletching. Oh, yeah. Then archers are absolutely destroying them. Did
He has
Hera
a
forget?
blacksmith. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he forgot.
Yeah. There is no other reason to get the blacksmith. Somebody tells Hera fletching, man. It's not proper game if he doesn't have fletching. Okay, fletching on the way. Thank you, chat.
9 spearmen, another one on in the queue.
At this point, he's addicted to them. That's way too many.
Yeah, I think also like more eagles. Use the market a bit more, could have been an option. Upgrades on those scouts. None actually researched on his own. Now only the first armor upgrade.
Is Hera on the gold? I guess he would. Yeah, he's on gold. Bloodlines is on the way. Yeah, he would love to have bloodlines with this amount, right?
Yeah, certainly. 12 scouts. Holy moly. What a crazy big feudal age investment. That's why you
And
love
nobody's
that madness.
fighting. Like huge armies and nobody's fighting.
Well, Hera obviously wants to wait for Bloodlines, and Viper's now happy to take this engagement. Eagles are chasing the skirms. Spearmen want to take the fight against the scouts. Hera, I think he's ready to fight once he has Bloodlines. But then skirm number are low.
That'd be a good fight with bloodlines. I would not like that fight. Even with Hera micro, I think it would be cost efficient for Viper.
It's only 5 spearmen. Make it 4 spearmen. I think it's better for Hera.
Now
yeah.
it is. Suddenly he doesn't kill spears. And micro is so important these days.
Always has been, DauT.
Not in my mind. Well, in the end, decent fight for Viper, I would say.
Yeah, Viper has to be happy with this. Viper has to be really happy with this. And now the market is being used. Buying 300 food, sold all his stone, did not need the tower after all. And farm count doesn't look too pretty. And if this berry bush runs out, where are all those villagers going?
To the gold and use market. Like, nearly, man. Get them to the times.
What gold? Are you sending 15 villagers on that one gold spot?
No. Back gold. There is this as well. Just add few spearmen and you're fine.
Yeah, and did he scout that? Thanks for your input, DauT.
Well, it's not my problem. This is a low yellow player.
Yeah, and he doesn't really know where to send those villagers either now. Sends one villager to the back to try and hope to find something.
Well, he knows there has to be something there. It's either like berry, stone, or gold, or all. Yeah, Viper needs to go back. Like, spread spearmen in your economy, switch the eagle production on, and wait for the castle age.
Third barracks is needed. Now he goes into stone because he can't go. He didn't find another gold. Oh, a tiny mistake.
That's what happens when you lame and push here this whole game.
Yeah. And this mining camp is basically only to collect stone and then sell it again. Oh, that's so inefficient.
Yeah, he's not happy with that, but it had to be done. In the end, it's Viper. He might use it to drop a TC as well.
Not really the typical Aztec style that we are used from you, for example.
Mezzo King, right?
Are you? I thought it was Capoch after Red Bull 5.
Oh, don't. It still hurts.
Uh-oh. Now the scouts are in. Spearmen trying to get to the scouts. Eagles trying to chase away the archers and skirmishers. Range number units really low for Hera. Now I think this is a bad fight for Hera.
That's too greedy, right? That's way too greedy. And he's up to Castle Age.
Oh, Viper has to be happy with this one. Clears up all the ranged units. And so many light cap as well. Viper with an even KD, and this is so much better for him because he had the cheaper units.
And you always want to have a light cap alive against Aztecs, right?
Is it that much cheaper? I'm not even sure.
Cheaper what?
Cheaper units. Viper, yeah, the resource destroyed is actually pretty even.
Eagles got more expensive, right?
Viper still didn't find the gold, I believe, right? Oh, yo.
Well, maybe Hera will run away to that direction and show him.
Not for now. Ooh, interesting to see, and very open here for Hera. Viper sends his archers back. Thinks that he will never achieve anything with those. They would actually contribute at the front.
Well, at home, for sure, they will not do anything, so yeah. Should have been front. And pikeman upgrade even. For only 2 spearmen. This guy doesn't know. Think he is falling apart here. I like Hera position more and more.
Gets to the second town center. Gets another villager kill. Oh boy, this is intense. Lightcav now chasing this down, and Viper, he will be pushed back quite a bit. Now the third town center. He plays Aztecs very different to some all-in players would.
Well, the all-in players, that's how you play Aztecs. Like going the pikeman defense, come on, Viper. Eagle pushing the guy who is only with Lightcav. Like here doesn't even have the knight number. Imagine 20 eagles running around here economy. I would like to see that game. I don't care who wins, but that's the game.
Okay.
He didn't even upgrade the eagles. Like they're just wrong. They're just wrong.
Now using the market a bit, goes for more eagles, more pikemen, only 1 armor upgrade. The only thing he did in Castle Age basically was adding 2 town centers and the pike upgrade. Okay, now goes for the monastery. Obviously, super early monastery didn't necessarily need to pay off with all the light cap that we still had on the field.
I think he had a way better feudal Viper, but he decided to just play so passive. And his economy is not set up for the passive, right? He got no farming, his lumber camps are not looking efficient. He got 20 villages on stone.
That's weird, right?
That's just not how you play it. And you're chasing his army value should be way higher, but he's just chasing.
Army value right now 2,000 against 1,500. Maybe some nice quick walls there against the knights. No, not going to happen.
If Hera would ever stop to fight, Viper would destroy this game, but not how the game works these days.
People just run if they lose fights.
Yes. They prefer to run than lose.
Weird, right?
Yes.
No man of honor.
And Viper economy, like with the stone, drops like 8 villages on stone, 18 on stone, 20 on stone.
Yeah, that's so weird. How is that? That's only because he didn't scout the gold.
Yeah, that had a big impact. And siege workshop by the Hera. He is the one pressuring the pikeman.
Sick.
That's confidence, man.
Are knights countering pikemen or what?
Somebody said they do. Actually, who said they do? I forgot. Okay. One of you were for one thing, one for other.
DauT. Okay, pikeman monk aggression out through the center. This feels so wrong.
This feels like I'm watching you like such a random moment. And the
Oh, this is
artist
so
is like
wrong.
everything.
Yeah, this is so
Oh,
wrong.
God.
What is happening here?
That's
Oh,
like
okay,
what you're
gets 2
trying to
knights
go-
gifted. That's the best possible outcome.
And the artist passed next to the monks. That was like
Oh god. Neither player patrolling there.
I cannot blame Hera for that. Like you don't expect it, right? You know your opponent is only with pikemen.
Hera took a big fight. Now Viper has to fight with villagers under his town center. Oh, full disaster. Why is he not having his pikemen there? And now he will lose the monks against the light cav. Viper's falling apart here.
But at least he sent pikemen to chase archers.
Okay. And Hera's even microing them down. Oh, this is so bad for the Viper.
I don't know what happened. Like opening was so good. It was really methodical, really good. Once he cast rage, he let you play. Is this snack? Are they switching around? Like you are castle rage player here.
Okay, well, the goal is now looking disastrous for the Viper as well. Ground attack there, missing all those villagers. And now a monk there for the defense. And 4th town center for the Viper. Finally found that gold in the back. Monk could go down. Pikeman sent for those. Light Cav again. Hera, just crazy good KD over the last 2-3 minutes.
And just random 3 eagles with low upgrades trying to raid at 33 minutes mark against Magyars. Just not a typical Viper.
Yeah, he had like 12 or something earlier, but he simply got dwindled down. Viper also no upgrades on those eagles, right? Those would have been +3 attack against cavalry, which helps a lot. Oh! Just killed his own light cav.
That's actually quite big.
Makes it only 1 light cav there at the front.
Redemption on the way. Oddly enough, it's still winnable for Viper because Aztecs are just that good, right? If you get to the Imperial Age and Eagles start raiding everything, you're living the life.
And, well, farms will be exposed there. Monks chasing. I don't think Hera can do anything but run for a very long time. And Hera takes into crossbows with Magyars? No. This can't be right.
Why not, actually?
Well, because
They
CA
have
are
arbalest.
more mobile. And you need to tech into crossbows. Like, you have barely any archers left to upgrade them. If you just want to start producing now, just tech into CA.
Typically we see that, but like Magyar arbalests are not bad at all, and like pikemen will not destroy them. It's okay. I don't mind it. Like I personally would go cavalry archers because like they have best cavalry archer in the game, but I don't hate the crossbow at all.
Now 1 knight being the raiding unit here. Left hand side actually runs into the monk, but yeah, neither player having eyes on that area.
And also crossbow extra range helps against monks too. But against pikemen, it's decent. They shoot faster. I like it.
Okay. Certainly way better against pikemen.
And Viper army is like 95% pikemen.
Ah, that's why Viper's now mixing in eagles again.
The farming is getting out of control for Hera.
Sets at 36 on food. Viper has 19 villagers working on food right now.
And the good way he's just picking him apart. He didn't even notice
Yeah.
the right TC is like that. So finally, almost a bell moment. Now let's see the crossbow. If those were cavalry archers, they would not be able to do this. Bam, bam.
Why can't CA bump?
They have low range and shoot fast, slower, I believe. When I have crossbow, I just feel better against pikemen.
Okay, I can see that. Eagles taking the big fight. Most of the monks are dying, and Hera takes the 3-2 lead in this one. Really methodical play by him, and we feel like Magyars should be the better civilization here.
I would never rule off Aztecs, especially after the opening. Like Magyars, the best thing about them is the opening, and Viper got better out of that. It's just the Castle Age where Aztecs shine. Like you survive to the Castle Age with equal terms, you're dominating, and Viper was even ahead. And he was not dominating; he was just mining stone.
Yeah, I think missing the gold in the back just made him fall apart completely.
Yeah, it happens. Like he had wanted to play all in, add more barracks and such, but there was no gold.
Yeah, and he should know that there is another gold spot, right? Shouldn't you have like 3 golds?
Well, you never know with the maps, right? Technically, yeah, you should know. It's usually always
Maybe
like
not.
every, let's say, 15 tiles, there is 1 gold spot, small gold spot in stone.
Yeah, maybe not. Maybe you don't know.
It's easier for us, that's for sure.
Yeah. But yeah, that's what you said, right? You're trading off a lot of scouting information with that laming and then pushing the deer to not fall behind the Nico too much.
That's something we rarely do. Like Viper had time in Feudal Age to send 1 eagle to scout around.
Yeah.
He had plenty of time, but like once Dark Age is over, scouting is done, right? You're allowed to scout in Feudal as well.
Whew, Viper needs 2 wins on Fractal and Eldorado. Actually, 2 maps where I think Viper should be looking reasonably strong.
I know Eldorado he will win. Now it's all about the Fractal.
Okay.
Hopefully the next one is Eldorado.
To have game 7?
So we have more content, nearly.
Okay. Didn't know that you were such a content creator.
I'm content addicted. And the hype, imagine going to the last game.
Oh boy, hype song on your channel.
Not like the last time they met in TTL Finals. But still, like the Tsiwais. I don't know about Hera. I really don't know about Hera. If it was more classic maps, yes,
I
but
think Malians, Eldorado, Portuguese Fractal. Yeah.
don't Malians makes more sense on Fractal, right? Or you said that? Cheaper dog, cheaper building, good mining.
But cheaper dock is not that important on Fractal.
Well, cheaper everything. Cheaper house.
You're always floating wood when you build the first dock. I think it's really not important.
Well, it helps nearly more than Portuguese bonuses, right?
Yeah. I think Portuguese are mainly for monks and Vitoria. Which is weird.
Not Hera style, right?
Not Hera style, but maybe the Andy set is still in his head.
Yeah, I was about to say, if it was Andy playing, I knew it would be Portuguese on the Fractal, that there is no question, but Hera would probably prefer Portuguese on the Eldorado. Like better fire galleys, villages on gold, cheaper all gold units.
Viper is hosting Eldorado, DauT.
Damn right he's hosting Eldorado.
Okay.
What else was his win?
He won game 1, which was Hideout. Hera played Cumans, defensive archers before Town Center.
Trying to be sneaky, eh?
And then Viper won.
Ghost Mountain, we saw that. That was a really
saw
brilliant play.
Brilliant strategy, medium execution.
Was a decent execution. Better than I could even.
Well, maybe at you had a tougher opponent.
That's the fact. That's the fact. God, I feel so much.
DauT.
But there's new tournament around the corner. This weekend, actually.
This weekend, actually, but you have to qualify.
Well, that's why I played this weekend.
Okay.
Sadly, I have to play this weekend.
I care more about next weekend.
The first weekend is already gone for you.
Yeah, well, it's just way tougher, right?
Yeah. 6 more players being gone will make it easier.
No. And likely a really good one's gone.
Likely, I will not be playing the second one, so.
I'm going try-hard training second week, if you want to help out.
I will be
Like-
there to help out.
Next Monday to Friday.
I think the tournaments are finally slowing down. I signed up to every little tournament the last month. It was disaster.
I saw you for the Jolly Christmas Cup. I saw you signing up. That really like I thought like that was the tournament where I could sneak something off, and you signed up for that one. That really made me sad.
Admin of the tournament sent me messages like 3 times, and I was like, yeah, I will sign up, and in the end I did.
Wow, what a shame.
Sorry, nearly.
Did they get you with money?
No, he said the prize pool was like 100, 200, so.
And wow, you're a man of honor.
Well, he asked me, and I cannot say like, we would love to have you here. Like, you asked me for the casting here, and I'm not like, nearly, let's
And
talk
then you
money.
said yes, and didn't show up yesterday. And then you said yes and missed the first 3 games.
Things get in the way. I had to be TaToH, should have been sooner.
Why didn't you schedule an hour earlier?
I don't know. TaToH scheduled, he couldn't. I said I'm free all day.
You're free all day.
I was free all day.
Oh god, such a shame.
But I beat TaToH, so that's what matters.
Okay. In TTL, you mean? The game that matters?
Not to me.
Okay.
There are more important things in life, Nelly.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Then Age of Empires 2.
Yeah, Age of Empires 1.
Okay.
And we are jumping nearly into the game.
We are jumping DauT into the game.
And you're right, Malians.
And you were right, Sicilians.
What does Viper have in store for Sicilians?
What? Sicilians? Who could have seen that coming?
I don't know, man. I don't know. It's like there is a one brain behind GL strategies.
Oh man.
But to be fair, TaToH did play Sicilians against me.
Mm-hmm. And how did that work out?
Well, he made his own strategy there. That was the problem. Actually, I wanted to play Sicilians against TaToH and Eldorado, but he took it away. But he gave me Chinese, so I was like, okay, that works as well. Oh, this cannot be lost. This cannot be lost.
Well, if it's the loss, it's simply the set over.
I don't see how Sicilians lose here.
Okay. Do you think, like, I think we can tell it, right? That we might do a podcast after this, after the final, discussing the games for GL YouTube channel.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think if he loses the Sicilian games, we're actually going to record?
I know I will.
Okay. Yeah, that's why they pay you the big bucks, DauT, because you're
Exactly.
so reliant, constantly producing content for GL.
Always there to support teammates.
Okay, nice.
We know what Viper will do. What will Hera do here?
I would assume he plays Fast Castle with a dock on his side and a dock on Viper's side.
Isn't this a little bit bugged map for Hera? Looking at the Shorefish?
Yeah, not a lot of shawfish, but he got into a spot where he got one.
But it's usually like group of two, the whole way, except the most logical way for him. That has to be a bit annoying.
That was really well played by Hera, adjusting to the shawfish there. Yep.
Well, it was not that well played. He just scouted and saw it.
Well scouted.
You're easily impressed, Nelly.
I am.
Then wait to see Viper's strategy.
Ooh. Okay, when do you want to start talking about it? Because obviously we are not discussing everything fully. There could be pauses, there could be restarts. And do you want to like explain what's happening, or do you want to give a bit of a taste of what we discussed?
I guess on the way to the feudal. But more or less, yeah, you guys all expect your pudding opening. and that's probably what Hera expects. But actually, Sicilians playing closer to the meta is massive here. The biggest reason for that is you make dungeon in the middle. That only costs 75 wood. Your opponent needs the barrack, it needs the range or a stable. It's a way bigger investment. And you have the control of the middle with the dungeon. So just combine those two things, it's not even close, right? You already have a huge economy lead there. Combine that with a lot of extra food and easier way to get to the castle age. Just more strategy.
More strategy. Okay. Viper with a bit of a shaky boar lure there, but worked out reasonably well. 4 fishing ships for the Viper. And Hera, well, I don't think he will stop fishing ships. I don't think he will expect the Viper to heavily contest water. So I wouldn't be surprised if Hera has like 8 fishing ships at the 12-minute mark.
Yeah, that would be a typical opening here, and that's why Viper will add one more move, right? The second dock will be closer to the Hera ship, Hera regional dock to force the galley fights, fire galleys fight, to drain Hera gold even faster. Moi.
6 villagers being sent for the second lumber camp here, so Hera is not playing anything close to a fast castle, and he's sending 1 villager out without a loom to the other side, saving another 50 gold out. Mwah.
Oh, look at the chop, moi. Oh, that's annoying. On the top dock, scout.
That's so good, and now he can't scout. Oh, this is so good for the Viper.
Now, moments like this, did Viper plan this so he saw it? Like, feels like he positioned it like that on purpose, but who knows?
Oh, and Viper, he's already pre-walling the center a bit.
Is it 7 villagers? 7 villagers in the middle, because if you send less, you will struggle for the gold.
Okay. Not DauT. You know, last time I got that excited for strategy was, I think, Red Bull 3, Frigid Lake, your Tatar strategy. And then he lost to Yo.
That was Viper strategy. That was
Okay,
Viper strategy, yeah.
But I got
That's where I lost.
Oh, Viper housed. Ay.
And he's late to make the dock on the top. Yeah, he is not that focused, I must say. Like, second dock should have already been up where his scout is. That's a bit shaky. Luckily, this strategy is too good, he cannot lose. And look at the dock for the Hera.
Yeah. That's kind of what we expected.
Will a fire galley be able to burn that scout down? It's actually annoying.
Well, no. Hera can just reposition there. Viper could build a spearman from the forward dungeon, obviously.
Maybe go in with the villager and just like chase it away, so you always force the fire galley range.
But the villager loses to a scout.
Yeah, but with fire galley will do for some damage, and now we send villager in and you just micro. I would not micro that.
No, I know. You send in a villager, open, like, lose the will, and then send the second one, and Terra gets out.
Oh, look at the range on that live fire galley.
That's sick.
Did house help or something? Like, the house is too tile.
Fire galley has 2.5 range. It's longer than most people expect.
Okay. I didn't even know that.
Yeah, it's important that Viper does not underproduce water here. And now the first dungeon, or the first sergeant's arriving. And that won't be pretty for the villagers here for Hera. And yeah, he starts off with the first quick ball. But that's really good if you want to build another dungeon.
That's why this strategy is so good. Like, Hera is committing heavily into water, but he doesn't have resources to commit to the land. And Viper, what he meant in the land? Only some stone. Such a good strategy. I'm impressed.
But Viper's losing way too much fish here. Oy. Already lost 1. Now trying to micro back. Seems like he could maybe save the rest of the fish. Nah, it seems like he could lose 1. Oh, water might actually decide the game here. And Hera goes for the third dock already.
Viper feels indecisive, right? He's having the resources. He can make more sergeants, few spearmen. Like, that's it. Viper is not thinking. He's just following the build, right? his win condition here is getting him off the gold, right? No gold, no fire galleys. Just make 2 spearmen, 2 more sergeants, and his gold is completely gone.
And Viper lost all the water.
He lost dungeon, he in the lead. Viper, yikes.
Uh-oh, falling apart a bit. And now losing a lot of HP on his sergeants. Scouts here for the defense. This is looking really good for Hera all of a sudden.
This is execution. Nobody says a bad word about strategy. This is entirely execution.
Okay.
Viper is not producing anything. Like, look at the resources. Like,
Is he thinking about casting this?
because that's kind of the plan, but sometimes you need to react as well, right? Here went full water, unprotected gold at home. Just make more sergeants and spearmen. There is, and he lost another. Like, there, Viper. We're gonna have talks on.
Well, we will. Another dock for Hera. Dock number 4 already. 5 fishing ships for Hera, 4 for the Viper. Still lots of gold. How much gold does Hera still have left? 1,000 plus obviously a bit of Mayan bonus.
I think Viper is still fine spot, but honestly, if he played his cards right, he would already win the game. Here would be out of the gold. Like, he got only scouts to protect that gold.
Yeah, just Spearman Sergeant would be the play.
And the Viper is banking resources this whole game, right?
Yeah,
He's always thinking about Castle Age. He's not committing to anything.
Hera trying to toy. Oh, demo could be so good for Hera.
Viper saw.
Yeah. Really important that Viper saw that one. Repair here in time. Nope. Won't happen. Oh, this is so tight on water. Viper will lose his fish. 3rd fishing ship going down. Viper not using everything properly. And now the market.
That's a panic market. That's not like I have a plan market. That's like things go wrong, I make a market.
Tries to adjust there. Only 1 fishing ship left. And Hera sits at 7 fishing ships behind. There's now another demo. Could be the death of the last fishing ship. No, not for now.
He needed the fishing to survive longer. Like, looking at the Viper wood income, like that lumber camp. That's not Viper I usually see. It's so inefficient. That's too many villages.
Viper just having 400 food for the last 6 minutes, it feels like.
And here is first up. Sent everything to the stone to contest the middle.
Yeah, and Terra can easily build a castle. And if the castle goes up, I think Viper's done.
Well, on the bright side, nobody saw the full potential with strategy, so I can use it next time.
Absolutely. Except people on the stream.
Well, luckily here doesn't watch your stream, so...
I believe he does.
Stable now, he is, yeah. Following the plan, but... it's like I explained what to do to you, basically. Everything is so off. Oh, demo! Nice.
That was a good one.
That was huge.
Viper back to 2 fishing ships and harassing the other side a bit. Still 7 for Hera though. Center still contested. I think Viper could maybe send 15 villages on stone now and just counter castle the Mayan castle. And build it faster with
2 minutes slower, he will not have that time. They don't build that fast. Castle will be up before he's in the castle age.
But are you expecting... Yeah, maybe you
Yeah,
have to.
yes I am.
Yeah. Water just didn't go too well for Hera, for the Viper. Now the 2 spearmen here taking the fight against way too many scouts. Hera's clearing this one up, and Viper, he's sending villagers around, tries to go into stone, but this will be tricky, and the castle is being placed.
Really aggressively. Maybe even too aggressive.
I think so.
Well, the Donner is really
what? I think there's no problem. I think this the dungeon won't. The second dungeon won't even go up.
Yeah. The Here is microing that one villager.
I think it's not even close. And Viper gives this one up. GG, well played. Hera is your TTL Season 3 champion.
Well, congrats to Hera, Viper. We're gonna have a talk.
And you said this is a guaranteed one strategy. What went wrong here for Viper?
Execution, right? He did not commit. I mean, he will, if he joined to the talk, he will be probably even more upset than me. Like, that's it. He overcommit to the water. He only needed to commit to the land. Like, Hera didn't have anything to defend the land. Him going full land, that's it. Hera is investing into fire galleys. He will not have 20 fusion ships behind it. He will have only those at home. And once you're pushing over the gold, you go back to the water. Game over. Simple as that. I'm surprised Viper didn't see it.
Losing the dungeon there. It felt like he had so many resources to build like 5-6 more sergeants. And if he had like 6 sergeants at the gold, Hera cannot contest that with villagers and 2 scouts anymore.
Even less, like 4 sergeants, 1 spearman, that's it. The gold is out. And then you focus fully on the water while you're building up stone for the third dungeon in the woodline. And like, it was checkmate spot, but execution was like quite weird for the Viper standards.
Whew. Hera, incredibly well played in so many games here. And against a strategy where a lot of people would have like overreacted, would have done the wrong things. He just realized how important water will be and how much it's carrying him towards Castle Age. Simply collected a solid close to 2,000 extra resources because of the water and all his fishing ships. Really nice calm play, and the scouts helped out quite a lot more than I thought.
Yeah, I was thinking when Hera saw sergeants, he reacted as stable. I was like, well, how to stop sergeant with a stable, because he can add spearmen from the dungeon as well, right? But yeah, then obviously Hera couldn't afford 4 dogs, range, archers, fire galleys, so it had to be stable. But it should not be able to stop the sergeant spearmen. Never. Where is Viper? Are we doing the talk?
I think we might be doing the talk, DauT. I think we will give some... Are we looking at the announcement from T90 together?
We can look at the announcement from T90 together.
Or is that more like... we can also prepare for